Yeah. Yeah. So where did we stop last time? Anyone recollects?
Some universal law. I don't know. I don't remember.
No, we stopped
No.
at the components of the body. Right? We are supposed to
Oh,
start
yeah. Right. Yes,
the
yes. And
nature
also,
side.
spheres, we talked about all this spheres, words, states,
Yeah,
substrate, words.
right,
Yeah.
right. Do that anywhere. No, I have not. Okay, this one I have not done. Okay, right? So now, is this where we are supposed to start? Concerning the human body, that's where we stopped, right?
Mm.
And we also did
And
touch
I think
upon,
we finished here. We also touched upon these physical systems, isn't it?
yeah. Last time I promised, but I got into so many things that I forgot to keep up my promise. Right?
I think you should make copy of the important slides extra for this.
Yeah, I know I have to extract and keep them. So basically, summarizing, our body consists of 4 cavities, right? 4 systems. Each of them is related to
One
one
element.
of the 4 elements, right? And there are these 4 cavities are your physical, the form cavity, the life cavity, and the light world cavity. In other words, light being the cranial, life being your thoracic, form being your abdominal, and the physical being your pelvic. Okay. Going further than this, what he is saying is there is another side to it, which is called your the intelligent side. The intelligent side represents the triune self. Now, what is the triune self as per our diagram which we have learned? Anyone recalls?
I want the newcomers to,
Yeah, I know. I don't want the old comers to answer.
yeah,
Then we are losing, we are defeating the purpose. We
yes,
are
yes,
all visitors
yes.
in this group, including me. Okay. Yeah. Anyone recalls what is on the intelligent side? What is the triune self? Come on,
It's
this level of
doer,
silence
doer,
is not a. Ah,
doer, thinker, and one more.
and one more,
Brahma,
knower.
Vishnu, Mahesh. Huh.
Yeah,
Brahma,
knower,
Vishnu, Mahesh.
which is Brahma, Vishnu, that is thinker, and doer, which is Maheshwar. Okay? Doer has the response. They are all encased in a wonderful body, which is perfectly balanced. Okay? So let us see what he is saying. Just keep that picture in mind. The triune self represents the intelligent side of the universe. A triune self has 3 parts, 3 atmospheres, and 3 breaths. Can you relate to what they are? I would like to see some more faces on the screen if it is not too
Is it
difficult.
Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu? Third names.
See, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu is just a concept, right? What are the 3 Okay, the three parts, let us say, is knower, thinker, doer. What are the three atmospheres? Can I have some more faces on the screen and answers to the questions? Some more participation. What are the three atmospheres?
Body, mind, intellect.
No, you
That
want
is
me
not an atmosphere.
Oh,
Yes.
Three
yeah.
atmospheres are the
noetic,
atmospheres pertaining to
noetic, mental,
these
psychic,
three entities. Atmosphere pertaining to the knower, the thinker, the doer. What are those?
knower is the
Hmm. Okay. What are the three atmospheres pertaining to those three entities? In the universe, you have got the triune self. So he has one. What is his atmosphere?
noetic.
Radiant or
Yeah,
noetic?
radiant.
Yes.
Yes.
Noetic is the plane.
Yeah,
Okay.
radiant.
Right. So it is fire, air, water.
Okay.
Right. They are the ones that are permitting the physical, right?
Mhm.
Imagine that. Each of them has got its own field of influence. It has got its own field. That field is known as the breath pertaining to it, atmosphere pertaining to it. Correct? What is the human atmosphere?
Human atmosphere is air and Panchabhutas.
Okay. But is it not your aura? What you are radiating also?
Yeah, that is energy.
Right?
Yes.
So no, everything is in energy form only. None of
Yeah.
it is physical
Yeah.
till you
Yes.
perceive it as physical.
Yeah.
Physical, which is solid salt.
Correct. Physical is this. But then that itself is a component, right? It has got parts of this with earth, parts of this with earth, parts of this with earth. Okay. So, what is it telling us further? Okay. Three parts are the psychic or doer part, which is its passive aspect, which in its passive aspect is feeling and the active aspect is desire. So that means these three parts has got an active part and a passive part. Right? So mental, which is or thinker part, which is passively rightness and actively reason. Okay? The noetic part or the knower part, which is passively I-ness and actively selfness. Okay? Right? Each of the parts has, in a measure, the aspect of other two parts. That means it is mixed. That environment is dominated, right? Like in our classroom, everyone has a voice, but my voice is dominating. Okay? Now, when I stop talking, some other voice will be dominating. Correct? So it has got an active part, it has got a passive part. Okay? Right? The mental and then the noetic or the knower part, which is I-ness and act. Each of these three parts has, in a measure, the aspect of the other two. Each part is in an atmosphere, thus there are psychic, mental and noetic atmospheres of the triune self which relate to the form world, the life world and the light world. you are able to look at yourself, right? Are you able to look at yourself? Where is that one? That is very important. I did not get it here. No. Let me, maybe I'm using it here. Oh. Okay. So in other words, are you able to imagine this picture? There is a noetic atmosphere. This is all the atmospheres mingled, which is around you. There is a noetic atmosphere mixed with particles which are from all the states of existence. There is a physical atmosphere. There is a psychic atmosphere. All these are coexisting in your 7 layers of the body. Okay? Are you able to keep that in mind? Okay. Through each atmosphere, a portion of that atmosphere flows as a breath, just as there are currents which move in the air and which are the air, yet at some time distinct from air. That means it has got varying compositions. Of this complex triune self, only a portion of the doer part exists in the human body. Anyone having any confusion? It governs the body mechanism by means of the voluntary nervous system. People are able to relate to what this is. Understanding
it's
this,
only a
visualizing this is very important. So
Only
what is
one-
he saying?
1 out of 12 only exist in the human body.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
You can consider how far is the knower. Okay. Right? Okay. You are able to see this picture. What is he saying? You have knower, thinker, doer. Okay. This has got the atmosphere, the world, the plane, and the substate. I mean, in the state and substate, right? That much is clear to everyone. You can imagine the universe in which you have got 4 components. They are existing in states where they can be called spheres, they can be called worlds, they can be called planes, they can be called states. And if I break them further, they can be called substates. Are you able to visualize these 4 entities? Oh, this absolute silence is making me scary. Someone please do respond. Are you able to visualize what I am saying?
Yes, sir. So this is we have covered at different multiple occasions. Even
I
that
know we have Ramakrishna, but others who have joined, they need to be able to visualize. And everyone is silent means am I dreaming or do I progress or do I hold till this is clear? So can you look at, you take any item, can you break it down into various states of their existence, seen and unseen? When you do that level, right, you will come out with this organization where you are able to break that into the four elements that are there in the universe intermingled. You are able to group them as spheres, as worlds, as planes, as states. And you are also able to take this combined entity and break it down into substates wherein the root material will not change. Okay, right? Or the other way to put it is what we have in the universe consisting of these four elements in various combinations. You can create a world out of it, you can create a sphere out of it, you can create a plane out of it, you can create a state out of it, or break them to pieces and look at it as substates of their existence. This becomes the basis of the study of the topic of a human body, a human world, the various worlds that is surrounding us, and so on. Okay? Now, when I take this knower, thinker, doer together, I can visualize it to be the Purna Atma, the first level of separation from God, standing for knower, thinker, doer, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, or generator, operator, destroyer.
Yeah.
Keep this as the foundation, right? So now there is this human body to be considered, which is a derivative of your individual Purnatmas.
Mhm.
At least there can I get a yes. You're
Yes,
all
sir.
meditators,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
is a Purnatma and there is an Atma within us. If you are able to visualize that, you will be able to understand what we are saying, right? So there is that portion, the embedded portion is only 1/12 of our
Mhm.
Doer.
Purnatma, of our doer. Okay? Right? So how do I classify that? I call it the doer in the body. Okay? That
Yeah.
doer. That portion of the doer part has its station in the kidneys and adrenal. Where is your doer connected? Is your kidneys and adrenal. Because the four cavities have got four fundamental systems, and each of those fundamental systems has got a dominating component that is one of the four elements that make this universe. The fifth being space, akasha, all of that. That is also ingrained within us. That becomes the fifth one. We will see how. Okay? The thinker part contacts the heart and lungs. The thinker part is contacting the heart and lungs. So you have the adrenal. The next contact is the heart, right? The thinker. Thinker is which world? Thinker is which world?
Mental.
Thinker is which world?
Mental.
Is it fire? Is it air? Is it water?
Life.
Is it
Life word.
earth?
Life word.
So if it is life, Which sphere is it?
Air. Yeah.
Air. Okay? Understanding that is quite important and interesting also. Okay? The knower barely contacts the rear half of the pituitary body and the pineal body in the brain. Knower is which one? The wisdom part. The wisdom part is the noetic part.
Okay.
Okay?
Also here, they should remember that thinker and knower, they do not reside in the body, but they only have contact in the.
Yeah. So he's taking us there. The
Yeah, here
triune
it is.
self contacts the voluntary nervous system, while the thinker has thinker of each human is his individual divinity. Okay? The vertical line that divides or connects the two sides of the universe and the upper and lower points are the symbol of AIA and the breath form. Okay. Now let us go to those pictures. We said 2G and H, right? No. 2H, right? H. The same one, yeah. So if you draw a line in between, so you have the left side of the entire universe, you have the right side. Triune self is your right side, which has got the knower, thinker, doer. The left side is the existence of the elements up to here, right? Sphere of fire and so on. You have got worlds pertaining to, so you have the spheres, worlds, planes, states, and substates. Okay, when they start progressing together, you can start experiencing life entering it through breath, because after the inert material, they combine and earth is joining, the breath is joining it to give it a shape. So breath and form together come to a state before they start entering the human kingdom, the triune self. Okay, the build-up is at the lowest end, you are building the house in which you are residing, consists of cement, earth particles, water, iron, various forms of these four elements put into a structure. But before that, the plan is the one that is directing the entire portion. The plan is made up of all these components in their corresponding composition, and the plan is ready, everything is ready. That means you have reached the intermediate stage of transformation. That you may understand to be the AIA state. Clear? Any questions so far? It is AIA state is like you have decided to cook biryani. You have taken the portion of raw rice that is required. You have taken all the spices that you are going to add. You have taken the receptacle or the shape of what that receptacle is required to cook for one person vis-a-vis 25 persons. Both of them are possible, right? And depends upon who is coming. Now you have taken that receptacle. You are going to, there is a plan. You have got all the raw material. Now you have got a plan. That plan, according to that plan, that pattern, you are going to utilize all the resources to make that the completed biryani becomes your triune self. Are you able to relate to this? Please say yes. Otherwise say no. Otherwise say all right.
But sir, when I'm only the doer, I wanted to get the biryani. Okay.
Now, you will, but somebody has to do it for you. Right?
Okay.
It depends upon the roles that you choose to play in life. Okay? Right? So this picture is clear, I presume. I will start presuming and progressing from now because no one is the respondent. Okay? The vertical line that divides the connects is the two phases. One is who is operating the entire doer, who is empowering the doer to take this life, progress during in its life. There are two parts to that. One is the involuntary nervous system. The other one is the voluntary nervous system. Okay. Now, who is driving the T2 point AIA? Okay. Right. The AIA is without dimension. It is not destroyed. It will always stay there. It is always the psychic atmosphere of the doer part. Prior to conception, the AIA revives a nature unit, the form, with the breath of the breath form. So it
So,
is going to sit as, yeah,
Mo-
yeah, Minaji.
Modaliji, so AIA would be our Atma?
AIA would be the Atma or the state in which your Atma is existing.
Okay.
Okay. It will be that 1/12. It is going to be the energy that is sitting in the astral world,
Okay.
from which the creation of human being starts. It is the integrated pattern of the chosen purpose of life without life. Very good question, Meenaji.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
Jivatma, but it is that gives the form. That's what he's saying. That's what, the form.
That is the consciousness to which you have evolved also.
Yeah, correct.
Right? Okay.
Sir,
Prior
one thing-
to a conception, yeah, someone else had a question?
Yeah, sir, the something I have learned today in this lesson is, so when you are saying that, okay, we have 1/12 of the doer, I thought the doer is a complete our human machine with when we take birth, we come up with our subconscious mind and the doer comes in. That is all is our the operating body, both CPU and the hard drive. Okay. But I was not expecting a thinker and knower to come here and influence any of the heart, lungs, and kidneys. So that is something new to me. Okay.
No, they are only in contact. They don't reside in the body. That's what
Except
we say.
for your physical
Definitely.
component.
No, but there is a
except for your
communication,
physical
right?
body. The
Yeah, yeah.
communication is there.
Yes, it is.
Now, where is the communication? Did you attend that session that we did on lunar germ, solar germ?
No, I missed it, sir. I know.
That is why I posted that lecture also, including
okay.
the write-up.
Okay,
Yeah?
I'll go
See,
through. Yeah.
there is a cycle in which it works. You can integrate it with the circadian rhythm that I was talking before we started the lecture.
Okay.
They are all integrated.
Okay.
Okay. Right? So what is he saying? That you have something which is going to take life. But before it is taking life, it has gone to the cycle of the four elements to its maximum stage. That means fire has gone to various substages and progressed into becoming the most radiant, brilliant part of itself, the purest form. Okay? Likewise, air has become the purest form. Likewise, water has become the purest entity of water. Likewise, earth has at a particle level become the purest. It cannot be further purified. Those components, right? Now, when they are intermingled, they get a shape. That shape, right, is in accordance with the way. For example, right, just imagine water is falling onto wet soil in a heavy rain. Is there a depression that is taking place because of that gravity and all that impact? That is undergoing a change,
Yes.
Yes.
right? As the water component evaporates, the change of that form is taking place,
Yes.
right? So it is creating an environment of energy around it. Then at that point, if you plant a seed, the seed has got again the same elements in a CKD form, but there is also a pattern, a space in it for doing the expansion, for accommodating the modifications, and so on. Correct?
Yes.
That which will undergo the modification can be called the AIA. Okay? That you can call the AIA. Now look at it. Prior to conception. Prior to conception means what? Now that
Before the
all
human
of
birth.
that has been put into this one, now there is going to be a chemical change. Correct? So the AIA revivifies a nature unit, one of that unit which is purest, right? And having all the composition with the interaction of life, it just needs an opportunity to be germinated. Okay? That state of germination is conception. And the form with breath and breath form, that is prior to a conception, everything is ready. Correct? Which will be the living soul of the body during life. So just before it is going to become your Jivatma, all the constituent is ready. That means at that stage, your rebirth plan is frozen. Your choice of the mother, the environment where you will start your learning journey has started, has been planned, has been agreed upon, has been put into practice. Okay? Now, the breath form is the cause of conception, right? The breath form. Form is coming from AIA and it is ready to receive the breath. The breath of the mother and father unite to start doing the germination. Okay? The breath form is stationed in the front half of the pituitary body. It is coming from the pituitary body and lives in the involuntary nervous system. It cannot be triggered by the voluntary nervous. How is it living? Now, I think Bala ma'am will now agree with what I'm about to say. This is the
Yeah.
lunar form or the
Yes.
lunar germ and the solar germ, which is
Yes.
existing in both male and female,
Yes.
and which is getting activated when their cycles of breath unite,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And the movement of the lunar germ in the male and that in the female is at the same time this germination occurs.
And also he says the lunar germ releases every month, and
Correct.
so once in 6
It's
months.
happening in both in its own way.
Yeah, in a solar germ, Dakshinayana, once in 6 months, they
Correct.
while rotating up and down up in the body, at one time they unite.
Correct. Right? Okay. The breath form is stationed in the front half of the pituitary and lives in the involuntary nervous system. It is an automaton and is the means of communication between triune self and nature. Okay? Okay, are you able to visualize the whole thing? Understanding the document, that 11 pages or 12 pages, I don't recall, which is posted in our Thinking and Destiny, will give you an understanding of the lunar and solar germ, right? The triune self receives light from the intelligence. The intelligence is the next higher degree in being conscious beyond the triune self, right? Okay. Now, what does that mean?
Sir, there is a
Figure
question
number.
in the chat.
Yeah, I don't read the chat. So someone, unless they ask, I will not respond. Or someone else asks on their behalf. 5C. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. What is the question, Sureka?
I think Ratna madam posted, if a baby is
Hmm.
conceived without the parents planning, it is no accident. Is it the plan
No,
of
it
the
is not an accident. It is the agreement between the soul to take birth, the mother to be, all of them together. What is this? The 3 orders of intelligence and the 7 faculties of an intelligence. Okay.
Can I ask? I mean, it's not part of this, but
Go ahead, go ahead.
abortion
Go ahead.
then.
Ask. Huh? Pardon, ask. Minaji.
Anji.
Ask.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it was between like the
Your voice is
why
Yeah, your voice is not cracking. It is not coming at all.
oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's like, just I'm just kind of like thought about this from the chat's question that so the baby is conceived is no accident. It is the plan we said between mother and the soul. But then what about the abortion? Like when mother if there
That
is an
also is
abortion.
an agreement.
yeah.
That also is one of the soul progression agreement that is drawn with the entities.
So soul just wanted that for 3
Experience.
months,
Experience,
4
yes.
months experience,
Yes.
and then that's about it.
Experience in the womb.
Correct, correct. And
Okay.
both the mother and the mother to be, the soul and the soul environment to be provided are agreed upon. Okay.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
I'm just trying to see. There should be one diagram.
5C. He said 5C.
No, 5C is different. I am looking for the diagram which shows the 12 states of existence. No, not this. I don't see that listed clearly here. Okay, I will pull out the actual book itself. See, there are 12 states that our existence goes through, right? I'm looking for that one.
Yeah. The 12th circle. It is there somewhere.
I know. Somewhere I also know.
I think it's called after death. What is it?
Index.
5D, sir. Is that 5D?
Ek minute,
it's
there is
5G.
no definitions and
5D.
explanations.
Oh,
Is
Yeah.
the re-existing doer portion. 5D.
I
5.
think so.
Correct.
Yes.
5D.
and
5D is it?
after death. 5D.
Yeah, एक मिनट. तो 5D ही होगा. R is 5D, CD.
D. D.
Re-existing doer.
Right.
Yeah.
This one.
Yes. See, what is happening? You have vacated your body. Okay? Once you have vacated, it goes through. I'm not able to. Is this growing in size? Yeah. Okay. Are you able to see everyone?
Yes.
Okay. This is the maximum. So after death, it is going through various stages of purification. That means your energy is transforming from the physical, whatever is the pending incomplete lessons that you have chosen, is moving into your astral body, which will also leave the body. So that astral part, their incompleted lessons and emotions as energy form up to the mental plane, they all join together. And at the causal body stage, a separation is happening. So he will talk about separation from lower through lower thought section. All the thoughts as energy has come in. When this separation happens, those that are incomplete go and sit in the AIA. Okay. And also the new lesson, thought of life section. Right. So that incomplete plus the new elements that you have chosen as your next life comes in, and that is about to become part of the cycle of operation of the lunar germ and its cycle of rotation in the mother to be and the father to be. They are all influencing the environment and their breath pattern, as well as the agreed breath pattern, so that the conception takes place. In the first 3 trimesters, there are a number of meetings in finalizing the soul contract between the mother and child to be. Okay. And then the physical arrival of the fetus will come in. Okay. I wanted this diagram here. Okay. Right? So why did this change? Yeah. No. Any question here? There is still a question here. If a baby is conceived without the parents' planning, it is no accident. It is no accident. Because there is a back-end process which is linking all this. And that is what we discussed as the lunar germ in the evening sessions of Thinking and Destiny, which is advanced.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that we
But
went
then-
through that entire. We spent one full lecture for that.
Okay, Chandra. Then I will go listen to it because on that
Listen
day
to
I
it
did not
and
understand.
also read that notes.
Okay.
Read that notes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But and also in this process, you said there will be a lot of meeting. That's what you used, right? The word
A
between
number
the
of
baby and the mother.
meetings. Yes, that is
At
the
what-
astral meetings that are taking place. That is what happens. Yeah, right? You start experiencing the feelings, etc., as the fetus is growing in your body.
Oh, okay. So you mean the emotions?
Yes, it is as emotions because all that is part of the astral domain, right?
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
It happens in your dreams. It happens in your coincidences. Those are all the messages that are being transmitted between the two souls. The telepathic communication that is going on.
Okay.
Okay. Look at how beautifully universe has organized the whole thing.
So does that mean that planning didn't happen when before the mother was born between the
Pardon?
baby?
No, it is
And
part
does
of the plan of both the people.
no both the people, but when mother wasn't born, at that time she would have planned that she wants
See,
that particular
that
person
game
as
plan
her
will
son.
also be part of the Agami Karma. Even that kind of agreement would have taken place in your previous birth itself.
I have a
So
question
then,
right here, Chandragaru. Like,
Yes.
my question was like hers only, similar what she asked just now. Like, so for example, like two souls decide, okay, I will come, you come, be born as my child, blah blah blah, right? Now, when the karma, I don't know, I'm getting confused. Like, so say for example, here on this plane, I commit something, some bad karma, whatever, right? So now I have to balance it out, right? Do I come back? Now I die first and then the other person dies. Do I wait for that person also to die and then take a birth and then come back? Or
See, it can happen in multiple ways. There is no fixed way.
Okay.
Okay. Now, all of that is sitting as energy here. Okay. That energy is being distributed into various compositions, which is surrounding you in smaller patches. Okay.
No, my question is like whatever act that karma, whatever, like say I have
Karma
to
is nothing but a package of the energy.
Yes. So whatever
Okay.
that act I have to balance it out. Do I have to, like say for example, I hurt somebody. Now that particular act I have to learn how to love somebody. So do I come back with the same person in the next life to balance it with that
No,
person?
not
Or I can
necessarily
take it
the
somewhere
same
else?
person. It not
Okay, that's what
necessarily
I
the
want.
same
Okay.
person, but
Okay. Yeah.
the contents of that lesson. But
Okay.
if you both agree that you will set and reset your imbalances together, then you will come back as the same family, same unit, same environment.
So I have to
Right?
wait for that person also to die, come back, and then take rebirth together, all of us, right?
See, that is why Patriji used to say, unless the soul says yes, you will not die.
Okay.
Okay. So what is happening is all that pattern of your this one is in this place, is being attracted to you, and right, going through this phase, passing through various units of your body and becoming these organs, these sufferings, these stages of progression, etc.
So this, whatever we have to experience on the third dimension. That is the earth, right? Like whatever the acts, the fate, karma, action, energy, whatever.
No. Some of it through your thought process, forgiveness and gratitude, right? You will let them go. You will balance it off. That is what
And
you are
soul
doing in
contracts,
meditation.
can we renew
You are
or
doing it in
cancel?
meditation part also, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. What is release of the unwanted energies in the body?
That is soul contracts only, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
What are you doing in unified meditation? Are you not letting the negative energies go?
Yes.
Are you not trying to give space for the right kind of energies and desires that you are seeking in week 9?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And everything is captured by the word love, because distancing from the definition of love is all this, including hate.
Yes.
Now you see the relationship between unified and what we are reading.
Yeah. True.
Okay. Now this mechanism that you are calling the body is through your breath taking some portion to wisdom, some portion to dissolution, some portion to at various parts of the body that is acting on you in through those systems that you have. But where is the raw material that is creating? That is based on the lessons that you have packaged, which is consisting of the various stages of consciousness that you are undergoing, various experiences of that consciousness. Are you able to link this entire lecture into perspective now? Some portion of it you will call Akashic record. Akashic record is the environment in which, is it your growth environment? Is it your educational environment? All these are like your knower, thinker, doer and their existence in the package that you are experiencing. Are you able to visualize? This is frustrating for a person who is lecturing. He doesn't know whether it has reached the end point. Is it somewhere hanging?
I'm thinking.
No, can you visualize?
My
You are the
brain is,
director.
I'm
No,
visualizing.
you are
My
the
brain is
producer, story writer, director. Are you able to create all this? Where are all the ingredients when you are trying to prepare biryani?
So
They are in small environments that you are calling masala ka dabba, you are calling rice, you are calling all of them existing in that phase.
Yeah.
You are putting your pattern as your karmic lessons in preparing that biryani. Today's biryani may have more of oil. Tomorrow's biryani may have less of taste.
So in biryani, if something goes wrong, we replace it, like, we correct it, right? Like if there's
Thank
excess
you.
salt.
That is the relearning of the karma.
Yes. So
You got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So is this relearning will be the next birth or
Yeah.
current birth?
First biryani that got burnt is using your free will. You went against the prescription that you wrote for yourself. So now you have to repair. You have to repair it again, right? It can't be repaired. So that life is over. Next life. That means you are taking a new form. biryani is restarting. This time you are taking care to ensure that you are cooking it properly. Right kind of heat, right kind of composition, right kind of taste ingredients, and so on. You are doing it cautiously. You are repeating that lesson and learning. Yes, there is a little bit of difficulty that you have had to undergo now, because you have to also apply thought to cleaning and selecting the right kind of ingredient now. Avoid the mistakes that you have done earlier, right? So that becomes the second round of re-execution and learning. Got it?
So
All of you.
Chandra
Yeah.
sir, sorry for delaying this. So
Hmm.
when the learning happens, right, it goes into the deeper level. It doesn't stay on just the exterior body level, right? It goes into the astral part where you're literally
It will go into your wisdom. That means it has seen the
yeah,
light of day.
yes.
It has
So
become a light entity now.
So, for example, at this point, like so many masters disagree with organ replacement, blah, 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 right? Now they say, oh, we don't want the heart to be replaced or whatever. Now, why do they fear if they're already the deeper understanding? When the other organ comes, you already have the wisdom of changing that other heart to according to your thing, right? Can you do
Because
that?
of the body mind.
Yeah.
Because of the body mind. Because of the fear.
Yes.
Because of the attachment. Those are all the negative. See, those are
Yeah.
all the negatives that you learn. You learn to
Yes.
overcome them
Uh-huh.
because of the attachments that you are building to the materialistic world.
Yes. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
Right? So the triune self receives light. Okay. The light of an intelligent is a conscious light. By its conscious light, an intelligence is related to the triune self, and through the triune self, the intelligence maintains contact with the four worlds. Correct? Are you able to understand that? That means a speck of light that is received from the light of intelligence, it is received by the triune self. The triune self will keep it in contact with the four worlds.
Yeah, those are light world, life world, form world, physical world.
Correct. Okay? The noetic atmosphere, the conscious light, so to say, is clear, and it is likewise clear in that portion of the mental atmosphere. Why? Because all these atmospheres, okay, all these atmospheres are, right? They are intermingled. Correct? So they will be existing and showing themselves. Okay. Right? All these atmospheres are existing in a particular pattern. You are saying the physical atmosphere is in the manifested portion of the form world, which is itself existing in the manifested portion of the light world, which itself is existing in the manifested portion of the
light world.
That means there is so much of unknown.
Yes.
Okay?
That's why as the light is descending, it is more clear in the light world, less clear in the life world. So as it is coming down, it is clouded.
Correct. That is what he is reiterating. But
Sir,
in the mental, yeah, go ahead, Ramakrishna.
no, but this is going against our soul plan. So when
Where is it going?
No, our assumption is that, okay, when you take a bath,
What
you
you are
have come
saying,
up.
your assumption is based on the extent to which you know the information. Your assumption is also consisting your ignorance.
No, just please listen to me for a minute. What I mean to say is, like, when you take a bath, you have come out with you have come with a project plan of what you are going to achieve, right? Okay, though it is not visible to you as an individual person, but it is already laid out, right? But whereas now you are saying that, okay, you do not know. I'm confused here.
Where did I say you do not know?
No,
I
in the
said there
previous
is much
diagram,
more to know. Sir, you are taking the other side of the sentence that I said.
Okay.
I said that there is much to know.
Okay, okay.
That much to know is the composition of your Turiya. That composition of your IGNORANCE.
Yeah, okay.
There is a whole world of ignorance compared to what you know.
See, that is why.
What I know, what we know.
Because in the whole circle, the physical world is a dot he shows.
No, but what I was saying was the ignorance is only at your conscious level, but your subconscious level, your plan is known.
Sir, is it not there at your unconscious level? Do you know how much you don't know?
No, at my conscious level, I don't.
No, even at your unconscious level, you don't. Because your conscious, you are dictated and held ransom by your conscious thinker.
Oh, okay.
That is why when you close your eyes, when you are into meditation, you get to know so many things that you want to see through the eyes of your conscious self.
Okay.
You are getting the reality, right?
Yeah.
So when you mean consciousness, is that me on this earth?
Consciousness is the level at which your Atma is existing. Who is actually giving you the ability to recognize?
So can I say that it is basically the combination of sigma of all thoughts you generate over a day?
Not over a day, okay, that day can be within this life, it can be in your earlier lives or all the lives put together.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Consciousness is something where each and every energy out of your body, knower, thinker, doer, everything is generated is sum of is called consciousness. It's all together.
Yes.
So because energy is formed out from consciousness. So consciousness is the beginning.
Okay. If you go very deep into spirituality, it is the light that you are able to see, that enables you to see. That is consciousness.
Yeah. Without that, you cannot even
ignorance
perceive.
Is, even though the light is existing, you are unable to see. In simple form.
Ignorant. Yes. Yes. If you have consciousness only, you can perceive, sir. Otherwise, you cannot. So it's a light.
Ratna, are you clear?
No.
Okay.
Sir, in spiritual tablets.
No. Why don't bring spiritual tablets here? Let me make it simple for Ratna to understand first. And then we will go into the spiritual tablet aspect. Ratna, you are living in an area where there is no sun, there is no electricity.
Okay.
You have a torch. Torch can be compared to be the consciousness.
Okay.
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 Now, when you switch on torch, what is it doing? It is giving you the ability to see.
Right. Yes.
Torch is the lens of the torch is the organ through which you are seeing.
Okay.
Okay. Lens is your eyes.
Okay.
But who is the torch? That is consciousness. What is the torch doing?
It is showing me that is all
Yeah.
there in front of my eyes.
It is showing you, but it has to be powered on. All that activity is the responsibility of, it has a switch. All that is wisdom. You have to use the wisdom through the consciousness and then derive the benefit of it.
Okay.
Got it? Now you are
Yes.
able to.
Yes.
Okay, Sukumar has posted some message. You people can see it. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Sukumar, any message that you read, always read it with the limitation that it is the other person who is seeing it that way. He has given you an eye opener. You may want to see much beyond it. That is your experiencing it. Read it with that mindset. Okay. Yeah. So wherever we, yeah. Any other question pending?
No.
14 more minutes. Okay. The light of an intelligence is a conscious light. By its conscious light, an intelligence is related to the triune self, is related to or relate. You can say that here what is meaning is, by that light of an intelligence, the information, intelligence is related to triune self. And through the triune self, the intelligence maintains contact with the four worlds. In the noetic atmosphere, the conscious light, so to say, is clear. There is nothing blocking it. Right? Because everywhere there is light. Everywhere there is light. But if you come into the mental atmosphere, you come to the psychic atmosphere, you come to the physical atmosphere, this light may come, may not come. Unless the torch is switched on, it will not come. Correct? So that he is saying is likewise clear in that portion of the mental atmosphere where the sun is coming. But if it is coming to a portion where that light is blocked, it will not come to the mental atmosphere. Mental atmosphere has got one area where there is that light, the other area where that light is absent. But in the mental atmosphere of the human, the conscious light is diffuse and more or less obscure. Mental atmosphere of the human, but where is the physical, where is the mental atmosphere of the human being? In this scheme of things, this is the mental atmosphere of the human, which is inside the manifested portion of the psychic. That means this itself does not completely come in. You are inside the manifested portion of the psychic, and then you are in the manifested portion of the physical world. That is the atmosphere to which this man is exposed, right? So, depending upon his brilliance, his consciousness, he will either see that light or he will not see that light. Because what is the amount of light in this? It will be 50% this. Right? Now, I have put another filter. You are muted while you are talking, Ratna.
No, I'm just reading what is there in the in the picture.
No. You imagine first circle. That circle is divided into two portions where there is no hindrance. That entire light has to be there in all the environments.
Yes.
But you put another circle.
Right.
In the lower half. That also is supposed to have the full illumination.
Yes.
So, by itself, whatever is there in the life world or the thinker's environment, the mental environment, right? That you divide into two. Visible to the individual, non-visible to the individual.
Okay.
Inside the non-visible portion is your psychic world.
Okay. Okay.
That means this light is not passing through completely. It is blocked. Because in this environment, you got the psychic world, you got the energies of the psychic world, you got energies of the light world, and light world is little compared to the atmosphere of the psychic world.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now, psychic world is your emotion. When you are emotional, can you see the light of the or the meaning of what is happening?
No.
Okay.
But here
That
in
means
this
you are clouding the mental atmosphere.
Mm.
With your emotions, you are clouding even the mental atmosphere. Correct? So that is what he is explaining.
Okay. But here in this circle, the light world is at the top of the circle, right?
Correct. It is top. Right? It is not. You are not to read that circle as a physical representation. Let me ask you. Okay. I am in this room which is full of light. Okay. You are also in a room which has got a lot of light.
Yes. Okay.
Suddenly you have introduced your mental atmosphere into that light.
Okay. So there will be some
Whatever your
cloudiness that
mental
happens.
atmosphere is allowing you to see, whatever that mental atmosphere is allowing you to recognize, you will recognize from that room.
Okay. Okay.
Even though
Yes.
physically the room has got the entire light as it is.
Yes. So the mental, that energy is limiting my ability to see the whole light. Is that
Correct.
what
But
it means?
then that mental atmosphere has got your emotions, your memories,
Yes.
and so on.
Okay.
Okay. So the mental environment is disturbed by this environment, your ignorance, your emotions, and so on.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That means in the psychic atmosphere, whatever your mental atmosphere originally has is also missing.
So, okay. Right. Yes.
Right? Now you are coming to the physical atmosphere. You are existing in the lower portion of your emotions.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay. That is what he is trying to explain here. What is he saying? But in the mental atmosphere of the human.
But so in this, the mental and the psychic atmospheres are two different. They're not the same.
They are embedded one within the other.
So if you were to differentiate,
See,
what would you
can
say?
you
What
tell
is
me in the atmosphere that you are surrounded by, is there air? Is there air?
Right.
Within that?
Yes.
Is there water within that?
Yes.
Is there earth particles within that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, when will you, are you able to recognize them?
No, I mean, it depends, right? If I'm, not really,
That
right?
word depends is coming from where?
From
From
my
your degree
observation of
of
this atmosphere.
consciousness. That is coming from
Okay.
your consciousness. You are able to recognize.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Unless if I choose to see the dust particles in the earth particles in the atmosphere, I won't be able to see. Like if I'm
No,
sitting
you
at
can
the
still
window.
get it. When on a rainy day when it suddenly rains, do you get smell?
Yes.
What smell is that? How do you
That
relate to that smell?
it only happens when rain gets the soil wet. When rain
That's
wets the
okay.
earth. Yeah.
When is immaterial? Are you recognizing that or not?
Right. Yes.
That is
Yes.
the light of intelligence based on your past experience.
Okay. Okay.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
That
I
means
got
in
it.
the first experience you didn't know, you eliminated that ignorance one way or the other, and it has become your light of intelligence.
Mm.
Okay, that is
Mm.
how by conscious light, by its conscious light, an intelligence is related to the triune self. It is part of your knower, thinker, doer,
Okay.
and through the triune self, the intelligence maintains contact with the four worlds. Okay? It
Yeah.
has
Okay.
maintained contact. In the noetic atmosphere, the conscious light, so to say, is clear. In the noetic atmosphere, in the world of wisdom, in the world of light.
Mm.
But, and it is likewise clear in the portion of the mental atmosphere which is in the noetic atmosphere of the triune self. Once you have recognized it, if you are not, till you went through this exercise of experiencing the rain and all, it is there, but you are not able to see it. Okay. Now what has happened? In the mental atmosphere of the human, your experience, the conscious light is diffused and more or less obscured. Till we went through that entire experience of the discussion now, it was not visible to you.
Yes. Yes.
The light does not enter the psychic atmosphere. It can't. Okay? The use of the conscious light makes the doer intelligent. Now you know what it is.
In other words, can we say that though the light does exist, enter into the psychic atmosphere, but because we are
No,
clouded,
it doesn't
we are
enter.
unable to
It is
see it.
psychic atmosphere is diffused.
Okay. Is it because of our consciousness? Is it because we don't have that active?
No, because the
consciousness active?
environment of the psychic atmosphere is full of that clouds.
Oh. Is it how we have created it? Is it cloudy
No, it
because
is
of
not how, it is how it becomes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because all the other particles in various stages are mixed there.
Oh.
It stack up because of the densities of that environment.
Okay. Okay.
Here it is physical. The same thing is there in your other worlds. In the other worlds, what are there? The density of the same material is different there.
Yes.
That is why, more alert we can
That is
recognize.
why even when you are reading light in our school days, he says light is transparent, translucent, and opaque. Within that, there are degrees of the translucence.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, unless everything is there, you need to aware. You have to have that awareness. How do you get awareness? Until first time you experience it, you don't get that awareness.
Okay.
So you need to go through it once, that awareness, then you get that light of intelligence, which is awareness.
Okay.
I think the time is up unless people want to stay more. What do you want to do? Tomorrow?
Yeah, let's go tomorrow because at 9:30 we have this local meditation magic meditation is there.
Okay. Okay. So tomorrow we will understand the intelligence unit. What is that intelligence unit? So far clear?
Yes.
Always keep this diagram in the back of your mind. Which diagram?
Also, if you
Your
remember,
entire environment is like this. Always.
yeah, because first physical body, it is very cloudy, very dense. and the particles are very apart, the higher dimensions.
Okay. Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because even
Yeah.
if it is taking, once this foundation is clear to all of you,
Yeah.
after that your learning will be in leaps. Yeah?
So if we read this book again, I think we should go over this book again only then.